Hey YouTube, it's Kristin. You're watching Chatterbox Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me for a video today. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Monday, March 6th, 2023. It's 10:27 p.m. here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I am here to do my budget for March. We'll be doing that in the YNAB app. That's You Need a Budget. And we're just going to get started. So I am an hourly employee. I'm paid bi-weekly, but I do budget monthly, and I'm a month ahead on covering my expenses. So what that means to me is that my expenses for March are covered by my paychecks from February, and then my paychecks in March will cover my expenses for April. That's the plan. Life has been throwing a lot of curveballs lately, so it may not work out that way, but that's the plan as of right now. So start with my monthly expenses. These are basically my bills, things that are scheduled, have a set due date, and most of them are on auto pay. So I've assigned $2,423.85. So for rent, it's $1,706.14. For my cell phone, it's $55. Natural gas is $31. You can see that under the available column, these are all zero, and that's because they've already been paid. Loan payment, it's a personal loan. That one is $268.42. Electricity is $56. Internet is $96.09. Auto insurance is $71.32. And then for monthly fees and charges, we're planning on $139.88. And then for weekly expenses, which are things that I usually spend money on weekly or bi-weekly, and they're just basically, it's basically daily expenses. Okay, so we've assigned $698.26. I know that's a random number, and I'm sure a lot of people would prefer to have these be even amounts, but because I pay digitally, I don't round up because it needs to match exactly what's on my credit card statement. So we've assigned $698.26. So for food and groceries, I have actually increased this to $500 this month. $300 of that is for groceries. I usually budget on, I plan on $75 a week. And my months go from the 1st to the 7th, the 8th through the 14th, the 15th through the 21st, and then the 22nd through the last day of the month, whatever day that is. So it's the same no matter what. And so it's $75 a week. And then I did add some money to that budget for takeout. I've been giving Olive Garden when I babysit my grandson, and so, or my granddog, or both. And so I've added a little bit in there for that. And so then we've got gas, $44.66, which brings me up to $60 for the month. I had some money left over from last month. I've been using more gas, even though I still work from home, as I have been doing for 3 years. The anniversary of my 3 years of working from home is on the 13th. And, but because I am going and watching my grandson and granddogs, about every week or two, and other things, I am using more gas than I used to use. So that's $60 a month. Household is $40. Household are things you need for running a household: toilet paper, laundry, soap, trash bags, things like that. And so $40 for that. Personal stuff, we're only putting in $7.37 because I already had money left over from last month. So the total amount is going to be $40. Personal stuff for things you use for personal care. Let's see, deodorant, toothpaste, mouthwash, stuff like that. Pet stuff, we are putting in $106.22. There's a little bit left from last month. So the total amount they have right now is $183.71. I have a cat and a dog. This is for their treats, their food, and any other supplies they need monthly or weekly or whatever. There were some subscribe and save items last month that I get from Amazon that were out of stock. And so that balance came over, I just left the money in there for this month. Okay, so the total amount for that month, like I said, $698.26. Okay. And then for other expenses, right now there's assigned, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, $800 assigned right now. So miscellaneous funds has $300, and that's for exactly what it sounds like. HSA funds, I don't assign the money for that, but I do, shh, buddy, shh, 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 shh. I do contribute $58 or $57 and some change every paycheck to my HSA, and then my employer does match that as well. So I get about $200 a month for that, but because I'm using it just for my health, it's my health savings account, so it's just for medical expenses, so I don't assign it. Do you see? Shh, 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 shh. Sorry, my dog's reacting to the cat, I think. Okay, and then contingency funds, $500. I don't know that I actually have that there because I have been using money for different things, but that's the plan for right now. So that's for the other expenses. And then contingency fund, that's my version of emergency funds. I don't like the term emergency fund, so I prefer contingency fund because it's money that's there for a contingency plan. And then freedom funds, which are my version of sinking funds. Because again, another phrase I don't like. Very stubborn about that stuff. So I've assigned $320. So right now I've got $15 assigned to auto care, $5 to clothing, $5 to electronics. Entertainment's got $15. Gifts has $30. Home had $5. I should say it was assigned $5. Pet care, $15. Self-care, $200. Self-care is for my hair appointments and my skincare and hair care. Shopping's $15, and then travel's $15. So to go back up to this, clothing and electronics are pretty much self-explanatory. Entertainment would be for movies. That's pretty much all I can think of as far as entertainment. If I went to like plays and stuff, I would use that for that, but I don't. I don't even go to movies really. But and then gifts would be Christmas and birthdays. I actually use so I get rewards through work for different things I do. Like for example, having my mammogram in January, I got $50. It's reward points for that. And like Saturday, I received $50 for my 10-year anniversary with the company. And so you can change that or turn that in or trade that in for gift cards. And so I am planning on using that for Christmas because right now I have like $500 in there. I forgot to use it last year for Christmas. I shouldn't say I forgot. I forgot it was there. And then I use my reward points for my credit cards. I'll be using those to pay for birthday presents throughout the year or whatever. So anyway, but gifts would be birthdays and Christmas. And also like Boss's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Holidays, I guess is the best way to put it. Home would be anything for my apartment, like bedding, pillows. I guess that counts as bedding. Bathroom linens. Zeusy, come here, baby. Rugs, things like that. Pet care is the vet. And so that's, for the vet bills. Like I said, self-care is for hair care, including hair appointments, product, and then my skincare. I guess I could put makeup in there too, but I basically only buy that stuff maybe once or twice a year. So shopping would be anything, mainly hobby stuff. So my planner supplies, anything I do for budgeting, it all falls under shopping. And then travel is self-explanatory. Okay. Then Affirm accounts. So I use Affirm to make big purchases, and I do that because even though I'm paying interest on a couple of them, it allows me to make the big purchases, pay it off in installments. Yes, I'm paying interest, but that's just the price I pay for. That's the choice I make, but it doesn't go on my credit report. So my goal was to get my credit score as high as possible, because I'm trying to get a new car eventually, and then I would like to move somewhere, a non-apartment place here soon, or the next couple years. Anyway, so I do that. So Affirm, I've got Walmart.com. This is for clothing for $82.40. Walmart.com for more clothing, $35.14. I do a capsule wardrobe. Actually, I call it a wardrobe. A uniform wardrobe. Uniform capsule wardrobe. Can't talk. I buy 5 of the same shirts, 5 of the same pants, same color, same style. I get everything in 5s, and then I usually get 2 extras so that I have backups for when those wear out. And I usually buy them every 2 years and then replace them every 2 years. So I did that in November and just basically replaced pretty much everything. A couple of the things I got didn't work out, like the pajamas I bought were see-through. They were flannel white pajamas, but they also started to fall apart. So a couple things didn't work out. But anyway, so that's what that's for. And then Cricket Wireless, $27.85. That's for my cell phone that I bought last August. And there's no interest on that one. And then Walmart.com for clothing, $21.46. I did like 3 different orders. They're all pretty big, but I ended up returning some of the stuff. So, and then Best Buy, it's $184.64. That's for a desktop computer and a couple of other things that I purchased last year. I am working on getting those paid off, but they're not my high priority right now because I've got so many other things going on. With my grandson being born in January, his mom's been on maternity leave since then. And then my son was on paternity leave for January. He went back at the beginning of February. And so they also ended up with an $80,000 hospital bill because the baby was in the NICU for 6 days. That's not how much they're going to have to pay because the insurance did pay part of that, a big chunk of that actually. But it's still going to be financially overwhelming for them for a little while. And so what I've been doing is just trying to help them where I can, buying things like formula or whatever, but not necessarily because they expect me to. In fact, they don't, but because I want to help where I can. I was not able to help my son with things when he was younger. We actually had a lot of help when he was younger because I was a single mom. Still am a single mom, technically. Anyway, so I'm trying to help them, or at least be in the position where I can help them. So that does make sense. They're doing great on their own. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was rambling. I just don't want them to have to deal with the stress, the financial stress, any more than they already have to. Okay, annual fees and charges. So these are the things that I pay for. Oh, did I go over monthly fees? I don't think I went over monthly fees. Let me go back. Sorry. Monthly fees and charges. So anything, I've got my streaming services. So I have Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, but I pay Prime annually. So that's actually the Prime channel. So I pay for a couple of those. And then I've got Audible, Kindle Unlimited, my gym membership, and my HP Instant Ink, which I probably don't need right now, but I have it anyway. I think that's all. So those are under monthly expenses up here. And so I just have them combined together. So sorry, I didn't mean to skip over that. Anyway, under annual fees and charges, I've assigned $157.55. I've got to stop doing this at the end of the day, but I am just, yeah, I didn't get a chance to do it at lunch and before work. It had snowed last night, so it took me a lot longer to get, my dog wanted to stay outside and play in the snow, so we didn't get back in time to do this before work. Okay, so annual fees and charges are the things that are, it's self-explanatory. Why am I trying to explain? So YNAB, which is this app, $26.55 for this month. We're at $53.10 right now for the year. That one's due in May. Walmart Plus, which is due in June, that we've got $60 available for that right now. Emissions Plus, which is for my car emissions. We don't do inspections in Utah, or at least not where I live in Utah. So $13 towards that, so that's $26. That one's due in June. Utah Department of Motor Vehicles is for my registration or tags or whatever you want to call it. $16 for that, $32 total. Blink subscription, $13.50, $27 for that. That's my security system. I have a doorbell camera, and then I have cameras in my apartment. I use them so that when I'm not home, I can check on my dog and my cat, and also just because since I do live alone and I do have maintenance people who can come in when I'm not here. I mean, they're not supposed to, but it's happened. So anyway, because of that, I just have those set up. I like being able to check on my dog if I'm not home, which I don't really go very far, but if I'm watching my grandson or whatever. And then Microsoft 365 Personal, which is for my Excel spreadsheets and all that. $11.25, $22.33 total. That one's due in August. Sam's Club membership, I have the Plus membership. So $14.75, that's $29.50 total. That one's due in September. I do that one because I get free, I can't remember what the free stuff is, free shipping. And then I also get 5% cash back on my gas purchases from there with my Sam's Club credit card. And then I've got Google Storage, $2.50. We're up to $4.90. I think I need to check that one out because I've got 3 different accounts. I need to make sure that's the right amount, but I think it is. I think it's right. I'm pretty sure I combined them all together. Oh yeah, because there's one due in October. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Amazon Prime, $13.75. So we've got $27.39 total. That one's due in December. I love Amazon Prime. I will never get rid of Amazon Prime. I actually did it monthly for years. Switched to annual 2 years ago and love it. I love not having to worry about it, but we use it so much. Like I said, I use Subscribe and Save for my pet supplies, and it just saves me so much time, and it is less expensive. But I don't like to go to the store. I don't like grocery shopping. It stresses me out, and it also causes me to overspend, and I end up spending 3 or 4 hours a week at the grocery store, and so Subscribe and Save actually saves me money. I'm the kind of person where if I can't see it and touch it and take it home with me, I'm less likely to buy it. And so it's actually worked really well. And then Walmart in-home, $50. It was due in January. That one, it's $3.75 this time. We have $7.33 total available right now. Walmart in-home goes with my Walmart Plus subscription. So Walmart Plus, I've been using Walmart grocery delivery since February of 2020. It was the month before the pandemic started here. I signed up for it because, like I said, I was tired of wasting my life at the grocery store. use it ever since then. Love it. It's great. And then they started offering the in-home service back in like, I think November. So they'll actually deliver to your kitchen, to your fridge, or to your garage. And so I don't have them doing that right now. They're just bringing it to my porch, but there's no delivery tip or fee. And they actually send, it's Walmart employees who are, the background checks. They send you a picture. They tell you who they are. They're driving an official Walmart van. It's just a lot more professional, a lot more comfortable after having years of having deliveries from like DoorDash and different things, and 6 weeks worth of groceries being delivered to the wrong apartment. It's been a relief, but I like it a lot. And they'll also pick up stuff. Like if I need to return something, they'll pick up the return for me. It's just really a lifesaver for me. I also get $5 cash back on my credit card for Walmart.com purchases, as well as my Walmart deliveries. Anyway, not sponsored, just a big fan. TurboTax, $12.50. That one has $25 total. That one's due in January. That's how I pay. That's what I use for filing my taxes. I'm single with one job, one income, and so it takes me like a half hour to file my taxes every year. I filed on the 4th. I had my returns or my refunds on the 13th and 14th of February. It's just so simple and so straightforward. And because my taxes aren't complicated, I don't need anything more than just that app. And I could do it for less expensive, but to me, honestly, it all balances out because my refunds, so the way I do it is I file my taxes, I pay as little as possible every paycheck for taxes, and then I get a smaller refund at the end of the year, but I would rather do it that way than loan the government my money and have them give me a bigger refund. Yeah, so anyway, so that's the total for annual fees and charges. So there's $314.55 available. I do keep that in a separate savings account. Credit card payment. So like I mentioned before, I am a credit card user. I think I mentioned it. Credit card user. I actually have 6 credit cards now. I had 4. I've added 2 more. So I use them for specific reasons. They're set up for specific things. Discover card is the one I use for paying my bills. Sam's Club MasterCard is a new one. I just got that one last month, and that one's for Sam's Club purchases only, so I'll be using it for gas mainly, but also for picking things up in the store. Like I get some of my dog treats there, my protein shakes, and then my laundry detergent there. And because it's just me living here, I don't need to buy everything in bulk, but the laundry soap or the laundry detergent is actually doesn't take up too much space, so I can do that one. And it's 5% back with my Plus membership and my Sam's Club credit card. The Walmart credit card, that one is also a new one. I just got that one last month, and that one is for Walmart purchases only, and it's for online and delivery. I don't plan on using it in the store because it's less percentage back, cash back in the store. So, but those 2 are set up specifically for those accounts, and I will not be carrying those cards with me or using them any other way except for that when those are, yeah, for those. Capital One card, I've had that one for like 4 or 5 years. That one I use for my freedom funds, so for like the vet bills, clothing, things like that. Prime Visa card is the one that's linked to my Amazon account, so I actually use that one for all Amazon purchases because again, it's 5% cash back. And then my Venmo Visa is my miscellaneous card. I'm actually using that one for food and like personal items and household things that I'm not buying from Walmart. If I go like to Target or wherever, I'll use that card. That one, the percentage back isn't the highest, but none of them have more than like 2%. So for things like that, so I figured it's not a big deal. But I keep the money on my Venmo app, and then I just pay the credit card off when I use it. So. Anyway, and one of my rules with credit cards, just to mention that. So, well, like I said, I added Sam's Club and Walmart last month because I wanted to decrease my credit limit, first of all. I wanted to go as a little bit higher just so it can help with my credit score. But also because my credit cards are paid off regularly. I pay them off either weekly or bi-weekly, depending on what's going on. I do not use my credit card, or my main policy is not to use my credit card if I don't have the money to cover it. Whether I have to borrow from another account, like another fund or something, I'm not racking up credit card bills. So even though I have 6 credit cards, all of them are paid off every time I get paid. If there's a balance due on the card, I pay the balance. So I don't use my credit cards if the money's not in an account somewhere. And then the same thing for like my, oh yeah, so Sam's Club and Walmart, I got those 2 credit cards because I shop there a lot, and I was only getting 1% cash back. And so because I can I'm already spending the money anyway, and I'm already using your credit card. So this way I can get 5% cash back. I'm actually getting rewarded by Walmart to use Walmart.com and Walmart delivery. It's actually a lower percentage if you use it in the store. I think it's still higher than my other credit cards. But anyway, that's just a long rambling story. So that's the budget for March. I don't know how, oh, that was way too fast, sorry. I don't know how it's going to go. Like I said, I do get paid on Friday. That paycheck should go towards April. And then I have another one in 2 weeks. So we are also getting, I do have a bonus in April, but I'm hoping to use that bonus to pay off those affirm payments. Or put part of it towards some of my freedom funds, because I do need to take my dog in to get some more shots. So build that fund up. But I do not budget like everybody else. I don't use cash envelopes like everybody else. I am hoping to go back to cash in April, but because I do everything online, or, you know, I don't do anything in person for spending except for my hair appointments, it doesn't make sense for me to have cash everywhere, especially since I live alone and I don't feel safe having cash in my house. Or with me. I actually have lost cash in the past, not like the last 10 years, but it still makes me uncomfortable knowing that I have that kind of cash. Even though I do have a dog who lives here, I do feel a little bit safer, but it's still a lot to worry about. And so, and even with a safe, you know. Anyway, but I am hoping to go back to cash envelopes, at least for my weekly expenses starting in April. I just haven't done it yet. And what I would do in that situation is I'd get the cash envelopes and then just pay off the credit cards like, you know, other people do. But right now, everything's working well. It's all digital, and it's worked so far. So anyway, that's my budget. I'm sorry this video is so long. This is the second time I've recorded it. I did it yesterday, and I rambled even longer than this one. So, but yeah, thanks for being here. I'm hoping to have a check-in in a couple of days since my budget ends tomorrow. We should have a check-in hopefully on Wednesday. We'll see if I remember to do it. I'm so out of practice on all of this. Life's just been a little bit crazy since October. Yeah, but like I said, I'm hoping to get back on track. My goal is by the time I get to April to be back on track with budgeting and also tracking my spending and stuff. And one of the things I have with this budget is I am still working on getting all my tracking entered for January and February. I didn't get all of it done at the time. Actually, I didn't do a lot of it. So I need to fix some of these. And so there may not be as much in my contingency fund because I may not have as much available as I think I do. One of the things with YNAB is you don't spend money, like you don't budget money you don't already have. But I haven't reconciled my accounts in like a week or two, so I'm not 100% sure how much, if this is all right. But I'm not stressed about it because I'm not, like, most of this is stuff that's for future spending, and so I'm not worried about it. But I do have money in my checking account to cover all my bills. And then like groceries and stuff. So anyway, I hope that makes sense, you guys. I'm so sorry that's rambling. I did not wake up at 4 o'clock this morning like I normally do, but I did wake up at 5, I think, and it was a very stressful day. So all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.